Hello students, welcome to the 11th theory lecture of Python. The subject is for BCA third semester as per the syllabus of IK Gujral, Punjab Technical University, Jalandhar. The course code is 1914. This one is the content. I have already completed first unit. Today I am going to start with the second unit, and the first chapter is control structures, and the first topic is decision making statements. Unit 2 part 1, control structures, and lesson 1 is decision making statements. First of all, what are decision making statements? These statements are used to control the flow of execution of program depending upon the conditions. Means if the condition is true, then the block will execute, and if the condition is false, then the block will not execute. We have already completed these contents in C and C++ also. If statement, if else statement, nested if statement, multi-way if statement, switch statement, and many more in combination with these contents. But basic contents are these: if statement, if else, and nested if else statement. Switch statement is not there inside Python. We have to apply if else if condition if we have to apply the switch statement content. First of all, what is the definition of if statement? It contains a logical expression, and depending upon that data, output can be generated, or we can say result is displayed or not. If, then expression is there. This one is the syntax. Then statement or statements, multiple statements can be there. And what about this space? This space is known as indentation. It's similar to your bracketed content. If you are writing the line here, it means this content lies outside if statement. This one is the application inside Python and using Spider platform. Suppose I am writing x is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, value of x is 1. If x is equal to 7, print value of x is equal to 7. Print displaying integer values. If I execute this program, then x is equal to 1, this value will print out, and also this value, because this content lies outside indentation. As I have already explained, if the content lies inside this one, let's check in programming platform. This one is the program. Suppose I write 3 here. It will display only the last line, displaying integer values. It will display only this content, neither this one or nor this one, because it will execute only when 1 or 7 is there. Suppose I am writing 7 here. It means I can display the content, value of x is 7, value of x is 7, then displaying integer values, because it lie outside the if block. This content and this one. These are the parts of the program. First one is the entry, then second is only single if statement, and last one is this. Suppose I delete this one, and now I enter some value which is not 1 neither 1 nor 7. Suppose I enter 11 here, there is no display. Because when I enter 11, there is no statement which will execute about 11. But if I delete the commenting content, then now if I write 11 here, the last value will be displayed, because in either case this value will be displayed. Now the second one, this one, if else statement. Now else statement will execute for false conditions. If expression, then statement 1, else statement 2. Now what is the meaning of this? If true statement is there, then statement 1 will execute. If a false condition is there, then second statement will execute. Look at this program. M, I am entering the first integer value, then N, I am entering the second integer value. To calculate whether both the values are equal or not, I can set the condition as if M minus N is equal to 0. It means if difference is equal to 0, then values are equal. If difference is not equal to 0, then values are not equal. If I am entering the first value as 2 and second value as 5, it means entered values are not equal, because difference is not equal to 0. It means if this statement is true, then this will execute, and if the condition is false, then this will execute. Let's check another program, this one. And now what is the difference between this program and the previous one? In this program, I am using only if and else. And in this program, I am adding one more statement, else if. It means you can add else if statements as the number required by you. Suppose three conditions are required in this case. Suppose I enter first number as M and second number as N. If I am writing M greater than N, then I can print M is greater than N. If I am writing M less than N, it means I can write like this. Otherwise, both the numbers are equal. Suppose I enter first value as 4 and second value as 5, then I can print 4 is less than 5. Now similarly, one more problem with if else. Suppose I have to check whether the person is eligible to vote or not. First of all, one variable is required, that is age of integer data type. We can enter from user side, enter age. Then if age greater than equal to 18, person is eligible to vote, you can print this statement if this condition holds good. Otherwise, you can print this statement. Now this one is one more application of if else content. Suppose you have to check whether the entered year is leap year or not. Then what you have to do? You have to divide that particular number, whatever the number entered by the user, by 4. And if remainder is equal to 0, then you can write the entered year as leap year. If remainder is not equal to 0, means if the condition is false, then you can write the year is ordinary year. Now this one is again an example of if else statement. Write a program to check whether the entered number is even or odd. If the number when divided by 2 gives us the remainder as 0, then it's even, otherwise it's odd. Basically, you have to know about what is the meaning of these numbers. What is the meaning of even number? What is the meaning of odd number? Only then you can write the program. Now this one is a little lengthy, as the previous programs are concerned, write a program to find area and circumference of a circle. First of all, what is the formula for area of the circle? Area of circle is defined as pi r square if r is given to you. And circumference, what is the formula for circumference? It's 2 pi r. Now, when you calculate this content, import math, this one is required for pi, then radius in terms of integer. You can also enter the float value. If you would like to enter the float value, you can write here float in place of int, you can write float. If radius is less than 0, then you can write radius is not negative or radius can't be negative like this. Or with the help of negative radius, you can't generate a circle. You can write any comment inside this printing line. Then else, if the radius is greater than or equal to 0, you can calculate the content, area, pi r square, then perimeter, 2 pi r, then print both the contents up to 2 places of decimal using format. Now this one is the important program as far as your final examination is concerned. Write a program to calculate salary of a medical representative. This one is the practical application. You can apply anywhere in your organization whenever you would like to join somewhere. Write a program to calculate the salary of a medical representative considering the sales bonus and incentives offered to him are based on the total sales. If the sales exceed or equal to 1 lakh, follow the particulars of column 1, else follow column 2. Now, depending upon the sale, you have to calculate the value. At column 1, basic is 4,000, HRA, it's house rent allowance, it's 20% of the basic. Then DA is 110% of the basic salary. And then conveyance, incentive is there, bonus is there. Similar is the case here. Column 2 means you have to apply if else statement. If sales greater than 1 lakh, then you have to select this one. Otherwise, you have to select this one. Let us check the program. This one. Write a program or to find salary of a medical representative according to the sales. It means from user end, you can enter the sales. After entering the sales, you can calculate the various parameters. If sales greater than 1 lakh, basic is 4,000, HRA is 20% of the basic, DA it's 110% of the basic, then incentive 10% of the sales, not the basic. Look at this one. Incentive 10% of the sales. And what about conveyance and bonus? These are the fixed values. Conveyance is 500 and bonus is 1000. Conveyance 500 and bonus is 1000. You can change according to your choice. According to your organization, you can set up different values. You can change HRA percentage, you can change DA percentage as per the programming concepts are there. And what about else statement? Inside else, you can print about the second column. This one. Basic is 4,000, HRA 10% of the basic, then DA, conveyance, incentive, bonus, all the contents are there. You have to apply these contents. 4,000, then 10%, then 110%. This one is same, DA is same, HRA is different. And what about the incentive? Here the incentive is 10%, here the incentive is 4%. Look at this. Here the incentive is 10%, here the incentive is 4%. Here the bonus is 1,000, here the bonus is 500. Bonus is 500 here. Here bonus is 1,000. Conveyance is same. Conveyance is 500 and conveyance is 500. Basic is 4,000, basic is 4,000. Basic is 4,000, basic is 4,000. All the contents. You can write the content according to the given table, or you can say slab. And after the execution of or writing the code of if else statement, you can print the contents. For example, salary, you can calculate the total salary, which comprise of basic, HRA, DA, incentive, bonus, and conveyance. You have to add all the values so that you can calculate the gross salary. This one, gross salary is equal to salary. Basic salary you can print, HRA, then DA, incentive, bonus, conveyance, everything you can explain. Let's check that. This one is the program. Suppose I have to check the salary. Suppose I write 54,000. Then you can display the contents accordingly. Basic salary is 4,000, HRA 400, DA 4,400, incentive 2160, then bonus, conveyance, and gross salary 11960. This one is second block. This one, else. Also statement is there because salary is less than 1 lakh. If I enter another content, you can explain accordingly. 1,54,000. You can display the contents accordingly. Now, bonus is 1,000 and conveyance is 500. Gross salary is 26,100 and basic salary 400. HRA it's 800. According to this one, you can print the data. All the contents are there. Basic salary, HRA, DA, incentive, bonus, conveyance, gross salary, everything is there. Now this one is another application of if else statement. Write a program to check the divisibility of a number by 5 and 10 or 5 or 10. It's a simple statement, but you can use multiple lines here basically. N modulus 5 is equal to 0. N modulus 10 is equal to 0. It means the number is divisible by both 5 and 10. What about this one? It means the number is divisible by 5 only, not 10. And the third condition is number is neither divisible by 5 nor by 10. Suppose I am entering 10, it means 10 is divisible by both 5 and 10. And if I enter another number, check the program. This one is the program. Suppose I enter 7 here. 7 is neither divisible by 5 nor by 10. Suppose I enter 25. 25 here. 25 is divisible by 5 only. Suppose I enter 20. 20 is divisible by both 5 and 10. Is it okay? All the conditions are there. Now, the next one. This one is the nested if-else statement. 3 numbers are there from the user side. First number is integer, second and third, all the 3 values are integer. If A greater than B and A greater than C, it means A is largest, otherwise C is largest. This one is the first condition. And if A greater than B is not there, it means B greater than C will be there. If this condition holds good, then B is largest, otherwise C is largest. Another application, and here write a program to prompt a user to read the marks of 5 different subjects. This one is an important application of usability of if-else statements. Calculate the total marks and percentage of marks and display the basis according to the range of percentage given in the table. Now condition is if percentage greater than equal to 90, then distinction, greater than equal to 80, then first class, 70, then second class, then 60, first class, or pass should be there. Here pass should be there, not first class. Percentage less than 60, it's fail. Okay. Let us check this. Suppose we are entering the marks of 5 subjects. Let us say Python, C, C++, data structure, Java out of 100. Then for sum a plus b plus c plus d plus e, you have to add all these values. Then percentage sum divided by 5. Basically, what is the formula for percentage? It's a sum divided by 500, that is total of marks, into 100. I just calculate that content 100 divided by 500. That's why I have written sum divided by 5. After the calculation of this value, you can print the content. You can print total marks and percentage. And then you can apply if else if statement. If percentage greater than 90, distinction. If percentage greater than 80, first division. 70, second division. 60, pass, then fail. You can apply these conditions. Now this is again a simple program of displaying day of the week. But previously we were discussing about a switch statement inside C and C++. But switch statement is not there. You can apply if else if content inside Python. If I am entering day int input day of the week, if day is equal to 1, then I can display Monday. If day is equal to 2, then I can display Tuesday. If day is equal to 3, I can display Wednesday, and all the contents are there. If out of 7, 1 to 7, there is no number, then we can display in else, please enter the correct day. And the last one of today's lecture, that is arithmetic operations. Let us check that. This one is the program. Arithmetic operations based on your choices. First of all, entry of A and B, two numbers are required. Then you can display a list 1, 2, 3, 4. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and according to your choice you can enter. Then you can write ch for suppose ch is the variable for choice. If choice is equal to 1, then you can add the numbers. If choice is equal to 2, you can subtract. Then choice is equal to 3, you can multiply according to the table given above. If choice is equal to 4, then you can apply if else statement here. If b is equal to 0, if it means if second value is equal to 0, then division is not possible, otherwise you can divide. And if all the conditions means 1, 2, 3, 4, out of these none of the condition is there, then you can write please enter the correct choice. Let's execute the program. Suppose I write first value as 3 and second as 0 and choice as equal to 4. Let us check that. Division is not possible. If I can enter 1, 2, 3 out of these, then you can display the contents accordingly, because addition, subtraction, and multiplication is possible if second value is equal to 0. Suppose I am entering 12 here, 13 here, then if I display second condition, then you can display the difference. 12 minus 13, the answer is equal to -1. You can check for all the contents. If you find any problem, you can comment in the comment section. Now come to the presentation part. This one, this content is there. And a summary of today's lecture, I cover in today's video decision making statements, if else program, nested if else statement, multi-way if statement, near about 13 to 14 programs I discussed in this video. Thanks for watching my video of decision making statements in Python.